pDAI? Poop or powerful buying opportunity? Friends, none of this is financial advice. I'm just a man who enjoys pegging his own nipples on the internet. pDAI, very controversial right now. Honestly, I didn't even want to make a video on it because I'm not that excited. Okay, why am I excited? Even though I got a begging for a pegging hat, it feels like it's Groundhog Day. We have now reached another enormous pDAI crash, minus 89%, and the same narratives have appeared, and it really does make me want to yawn. It's always the infinite minting inflation bug, and then there's the same PulseChain KOLs come out. I'm not going to name, I'm not throwing shade on anybody, but you guys just always come out and scream. We've got Shoutout, KDP, HODL, Hexanaut, a few others are just like bang, bang, bang. They just appear. Like you guys are all appears. Like you're just all waiting on the sidelines. I'm just sitting here on the sidelines. I don't know, because I have this like esoteric type of like reading on the market. I just sit here all day. It's like watching the Matrix Code, and I'm like, oh my god, like the same people have come out. It's the exact same thing over again. But you know, friends, let's not even think about my opinions or anything. Let's have a look at pDAI. Let's actually go and observe the price chart and see these dips. Now, before we even look at anything, we know what's actually really going on is that macro is heavy right now. Yeah, we have Ethereum crushed under its own weight. Ethereum gave us a bit of a poopy time with this freak accident. Ethereum has given us 4 red monthly candles so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Never done this before in a cycle, ever. Only in bear market stuff it's done that, okay? So, Ethereum's done 4, and that's been very, very heavy, right? ETH BTC's gone down big time, and that's weighted Pulse down, PLS, which has gone near all-time lows, actually 2 all-time lows. So then every other altcoin system in PulseChain has just been crushed under its own weight. And that's okay. They're powerful dip buying opportunities. Unless, of course, you think it's all over for another 4 years. Personally, I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. I don't think we saw euphoria. I think we have some poopy times. But yeah, I don't think it's over. It could be over. Okay, you have to take that risk for yourself. It's only you can decide that. So now I'm just going to show you the pDAI price chart. And this is what it looks like, friends. But look, I'll be honest, okay? Everything on a log chart, I call it the log chart of cope, right? Because everything on a log chart can be dressed to look nice anyway. All right, we all know that's the truth. If you put this, remember, this is just the pDAI USD chart, all right? If we put it on regular, everything looks garbage, doesn't it? It's like, well, you're never going up again. Yeah, but, you know, we've been here before, haven't we? Well, this is what, friends, this is what pDAI looked like at the bottom. It literally looked like that. And then it looked like that. And then it looked like that. See that? You get it? Now it looks like that again. So what I'm going to do is just going to put it on the log chart of cope just to show you this pitchfork thing. It is an extreme cheap zone here. But I just like this pitchfork part because it goes down, right? And yes, this is real, friends. From the exact low to $1, pDAI is 555,555x return. Okay, it's exactly that, 555,555 to $1. It's still there. pDAI, friends, was the first logo on PulseX. When Richard Fart launched PulseChain, he put PulseX the main DEX. There's only one logo put up for altcoins, pretty much. It was pDAI. It was the yellow die with the purple and pink logo made for the outer rim job. So you pretty much know, okay, I guess there's some chances involved there. I've gone through all these many videos over and over and over again. But we get it, right? When the prices go down, we all question things. We do, okay? So what I can do, friends, is see this is pDAI USD chart. You say, hey, Sammy, but can we check pDAI to pulse ratio? Before we do that, friends, we're going to do that. I just want to show you this, okay? Look at these dips. Okay, let's actually go here. pDAI dropped 99.93%. Then it dropped 90%. Okay, remember, it came up here, friends. I was bearish on it. I did not understand it. I saw a lot of people, remember Richard Hart and the chain and stuff. We went through that already. Then when it went up, I'm like, you know what? Maybe we got to look into this. It came back down. I got bullish, okay? And I said, hey, if you were a soy boy, little virgin cuck boy or girl, and you got fudded out, you're getting back in because you're not getting any apologies from me. All right? Did those people get in? No. So you didn't actually believe in the narrative. Whatever. Now we're here. That was the first 90% dip, okay? Which is interesting because I remember, friends, I told you that story. I was having shisha with the boys. I made my post with my phone. I said, and remember, I was so scared of doing this post. I wrote pDAI, and I said pDAI was cheap. And I was so scared, I did not look at my phone until I went to bed. Yeah, I didn't check Twitter. Now, why was I scared? I was scared because the amount of crowd roaring at me in this period of time was huge. I thought once it went down, because I don't want to be affected by the crowd, okay? There's a lot of soy out there. I believed that when it came down here, see, I'm like, oh, good, it's a good buying opportunity. And I thought everyone is going to start spitting on me and yelling at me, okay? And squirting water pistols at me because they're going to go, ah, ha, ha, Somi capitulated. He was wrong. He was wrong. I was expecting the egg thrown in my face. Crickets. Literally crickets. Okay, that's exactly what happens. Let's play some angel music. So after I got long, I made multiple posts. Total crickets. Now, you know why, friends, from the story, because the crowd doesn't want it when it's on a discount. They couldn't wait to get and run over each other up here. When it was cheap, didn't want it. And so, to my shock, I was actually disappointed. I was like, oh my gosh, what's weird? No one wants it. It's not weird. I know the game. You know the game. Okay. Then we went up, and then the next piece of cycle rotation happens again. pDAI comes and drops 86% down. So look at this, friends. We've had 99.93, 90%, 86. Okay, they were lowering each time. All right. And then that's 1, 2, 3. Now we're up here. Now, friends, I did not think we were going to drop this low. I didn't. I thought we were going to stop at 77. I thought we were done here and then we're just going to go up. Whatever. But that's the thinking. You can't do leverage on it anyway. Like, you just hope it goes up. You know, you hope it doesn't rain ever, but you know sometimes it will rain. So we've had like a freak accident drop. And that's why I talked to you about Ethereum being heavy, ETH BTC heavy, business ISM sucking, PulseChain, PLS, the core as well being heavy because of those. All of it. That's it. It's just, you know, freak accident. So now we've come here again and now it's down 90%. Interesting. So if you knew nothing except that I've been begging for a peg and I tweak my own nipples. And you know, friends, I've heard a nasty rumor from some people out there. I'm not going to say who it is. One of you, okay, you know who you are. One of you have defected from the friendship cult. And I'm not going to mention this person. I don't want everybody to embarrass them. But they accused me of not having my Band-Aid anymore. What now? What now? You know what these Band-Aids are for, right? Because these nipples are going to be so sore from the amount of pegging we're going to be doing. All right? It's still here. It never left. It's been here the whole time. So if you, friends, you knew nothing about this story, except you know about nipples and peggings and begging for a pegging, that's it. You'd look at it. If this was a stock, if this was a share, it doesn't matter what it is. You're like, hey, man, it's round number 4. I guess it's on a dip. It's uptrending in a channel. It's correlated to Pulse, which is correlated to Ethereum, which are not done in their cycles, I guess. This is a good opportunity to buy it. It doesn't mean it's the low, but it's 88%, 89% down, friends. You know what I mean? Like, it's, gosh, like how much lower do you want it? You know, it's literally 89% down. So that's what's happening. Now, if we stop there, I have my answer. Okay, you can do what you want. I don't care if it goes to 0. I'm not apologizing to anybody. Okay, I'm telling you what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I like it. So other people though, I get it. It's the same people come out. It happens to every coin, man. Coin goes down, the narrative, the stories appear. And just like when coin goes up, stories appear, yeah? And the story is now that there is an infinite pDAI minting inflation bug, yada, yada, yada. But like, I'm just going to show you guys what's actually been happening. There was some bad debts paid off, and the bad debt payer got rewarded in pDAI because of some over collateralization thing. And then they're getting rewarded in pDAI, so they dump the pDAI and they bridge out. So people are saying, well, it's really bad. But thank you, my friend JJ. Ghibli Jellicruz. The potential debt-based system 9 Iron laid out. We are now running a deficit instead of a surplus. The deficit is slowly growing. 9 Iron Capital says they will use flash loans to buy pDAI off the market and burn it. Debt-based stablecoin. When in deficit, bad debt under collateralized vaults can't cover your obligations. It mints PulseChain Maker and Auctions Maker in flop auctions. Then the pDAI from the sale is used to correct the shortfall and takes it off the market. Now, don't worry about that, friends. Like, I could go through, show you the diagrams. I could go check it out. It just, do you really need to know, man? It's kind of like, just like, friends, do you really need to know about the hashing algorithm of Bitcoin? You don't need to know that, dude. It's just like, hey, I'm looking at a chart. It's either over or it's not. Okay. If it's over, sweet. We're going to be working drive-through McDonald's together. If it's not over, this is a good dip buy. Okay. That's why, friends, mid-curvers never make it. See? Thank you to Mr. JJ for that eloquent explanation as well. I think that's what's been happening with these tests. But like, friends, I don't want to get too in the weeds of it, because like what happens is a lot of people look to me and they're like, because if the story changes a bit, people feel a little fear when the story changes, because they go, oh no, but you said, you know, it was going to be used for XYZ, not XYT. And then you thought it was going to, like, that's why I don't care about these, friends. It's just, it's binary. Okay. It's zero or hero. Okay, Grok gives 60% chance Richard Fart is behind it. And we know nobody can stop a fart whose time has come to rip it up. No one. You know what is, friends. Try hold it in. You know it's inevitable. So, ultimately, you're looking at these cheap prices again. And the same stories come out. Now, I really do mean it, friends. I look at that again, I'm like, I'm always wondering, like, hey, man, we've gone through every single narrative. Like, there's no new narratives left. No. Price goes down, we just make shit up. We literally, just like when price goes up, we make shit up too. You know that? For any coin, we make it up, right? Now, I'm going to go back to this chart, friends. I'm going to show you this, okay? I want to change it to the pulse ratio. Okay, now here we are. Let's check it over and look at the pulse ratio now. Like, once again, man, it's just like, you didn't even need to know this stuff. Bro, do you think this is an accident? Just honestly ask yourself. The SPI pulse chain, the core heart of the ecosystem, is at all-time lows. And this thing was able to do that. You know what I mean? Like, something's going on, man. Something. Just they're hidden bias. You don't need to know the narrative. You don't need to know about a dollar or anything. Just like, that's what I'm seeing. Now, I don't know how high it goes, okay? Obviously, I hope it goes to $1. I hope Richard does the peggy. I hope. Yeah, hope. Okay? I've made all the stories. Not my fault. If people want to learn at 10 cents, what it is. Just like, isn't this cool? I wish, friends, I'm making content for people out there like me. I wish someone pegged his own nipples for once, or her. I'm into that, okay? I wish some girl out there pegged her own nipples, made a video for me and said, hey, here's an ecosystem that's cheap, okay? Look at this. There's a coin here with a potential narrative. There's believers there. And this thing is gliding up against the spear coin whilst it's being gatekept, while there are no bridges. Okay, you can only put in $250 at a time from Change Now. Otherwise, you have to use the standard Ethereum bridge. No full gatekeeping, no exchange listings. Richard Hart wanted Interpol, attacked by the SEC, who ends up beating, just like total disrespect to everything. And you have this magic happening, right? And then Grok gives a 60% chance that Richard Hart's behind it, which means 60% chance it should be at $1 one day, all right? 60%. Let's just say it's 50-50. Pretty much saying it should be almost at 50 cents, right? Right now it's not. It's like 100x away from 50 cents. That's decent to me. Now, this is the pDAI pulse ratio, friends. This is See what I mean? This has had discounts before, right? So if you look at it as well, the first one was, let's have a look at them. Let's actually get them out just so we can see how much did it drop against Pulse. Let's look at it up here. 99.98%. This one, 94%. This is against Pulse, right? The Pulse ratio. This is 77%. What are we at now? We are at, there you go. This hit 77% again. Can it go lower? Absolutely. Of course can go lower. Just think about it. That's what I'm doing. I can see this. I'm here showing it to you. Yeah, by the way, friends, there are other ecosystems in PulseChain. They're going to do well, man. Trust me, they're all going to do well. It's just that this seems to be the spear that just moves first. And this goes up. It's like the health of everything. And then everything else starts to reprice after that. Okay, it's not a PvP mentality, but this is really cool. Now, when you come and look at it, you see it from a different perspective, right? Everyone's got this chart up. They've got the linear chart up. Like, oh, wow, scam again. It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. And you know these were deep capitulations of like excessive supply getting rid of. And like, you just wonder, bro, why are you going to wait till 85% down? It's the same story every single time. Like, why couldn't you just dump up the tops? But that creates opportunity for you and me. That's all. Now, remember, friends, Clip Finance, we got a bit of a clawback. And then I used it to buy pDAI. I just put into pDAI. But it was higher than here. It was like 2x higher in price from here. I've had to do some emergency rotations just because like it's so low, right? It's just so everything is low. The pulse ratios are low. Also, just to show you, friends, just don't get too trigger happy with these. But when you see something like this chart, okay, this is the pDAI pulse ratio, right? This is what this means is if you use your pulse to buy in here, yeah. Let's say the price one day gets up here. One day. Okay, that means let's say you put 10 million pulse. All right, you go to here and you go to the measurement. That's a 525% gain on your 10 million pulse. So pDAI's price up here, your 10 million would become 625 million. No, 65 million pulse. All right, because pDAI, that's what that chart says. But you need the chart obviously to go up. And if it goes down, you lose pulse value. Yeah, so that's what that means, okay? Now, you're all trading the same thing. It's just how you chart things is just differently. So that's what it's. So if you're watching pDAI pulse ratio drop down, you're looking at yourself, you're going, oh, wow, if I rotate some pulse in here, because this is what you can do, friends. If let's say you don't even, let's say a lot of people get scared. Okay, let's say you'd even come back to the high here. All right, let's go and do that. He just went back to the high. Didn't even do anything special. Just back to the high. That's 3.5x on your pulse. So 10 million pulse became 35 million. You can literally, if you could sell half, get back your pulse now. Now you've got 17 million. And then you just leave the rest and you're like, okay, let's see if it gets to $1 or not. All right. I personally, I don't do those. I don't do those, right? But I can understand. I'm just showing you like there are things to do. But a lot of people, even if you're in that mentality to do it, they panic if it goes lower and lower and lower. Like, even though I don't want this to happen, what if this thing drops again down all the way here? Well, I'll just buy more. But yeah, people don't want to see that. So they're like, oh, what if the 77% dip becomes 87%? But that's welcome to markets, right? That's what happens everywhere. So now, after seeing my beautiful picture I made here for you, dip. They're vicious dips, man. Can't the dips be 30%? I know, but like also like Ethereum's sluggish. Ethereum's heavy. Pulse is heavy. You get what you get. You know what I mean? This is it. This is extremely volatile stuff out here. It's up to you. By the way, of course, none of this is financial advice, okay? If it goes to zero, it's on you. I don't care, okay? It's still active. You know, prices do this. And yeah, markets don't wake up until they get all the green candles everywhere. But I love reading stuff like this. Mr. DropLord, bro, we don't know what the truck is going to happen, to be honest. That's max fear. Max uncertainty. Cheapest price. There you go. Tick. Cheapest price. We have no idea what's going to happen. But don't get confident in any of these. But I'm just, friends, I'm in a very, very nipple tweaking, non-racist way. I'm just going to show you people said the exact same thing when we had zombie virus here. Okay? Zombie virus. People, we all heard it. Everyone said, bro, we don't know what the hell's going to happen. Is the economy going to be around next year? Are we going to be dead? This could be a 10-year virus that takes forever. Our supply chain's going to be shut down forever. We don't even know. Can they even print money and fix the supply chain? The world has stopped. The world has changed as we know it. We have no idea. Is America going to go into a 15-year depression? If it is, it means you sell right now and then you buy back in 10 years. See, max uncertainty, completely max uncertainty. And then eventually the market just figures it out, man. It figures it out, friends. It literally just figures it out. Everyone still said it was going to go down here, by the way. They said, oh, it's going to go down. It's going to go down. It's going to go down, right? And then obviously you know what happens next. Okay, you know exactly. Bitcoin still runs all the way. So there you go. I wanted to just show you that's what's been going on here. To be honest, friends, like, yeah, a lot of us got absolutely no, we got nothing to throw in. We're just like, we're throwing ratio stuff and stuff out here. But that opportunity is there. And for the rest of us, we're just going to sit it out and wait out. Let me know what you think about it. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon.